Alright, everybody, we're back in FS22. It's been a while, quite a while. I got my PS5 now. I downloaded the PS5 update. I don't see, it's like SnowRunner. I don't see too much of a difference. It probably does run better and whatever, slightly clearer. Not too much better, but. And it looks like you can't really. I don't think you can bring your save game over. Oh, that's right, we can jump and get in there. I don't think you can. Bring your save game over, so you have to start out from scratch. So we're on what was this, Erlengrad or something, I think it was. So starting all over. It's got all the stock equipment and whatnot. I'm gonna have to leave the help menu up for a while because I don't really remember or know what the hell I'm doing anymore. I didn't even know this equipment was over here. So what do we got over here? Some kind of crappy bale thing. Tedder, windrower. Well, one of each. Alright, so water and milk trailer, cool. We got some stuff, so it looks like the only land we actually own is just a couple grasslands up here, no actual fields, so I think we're gonna be mowing grass. The cows, I think they have plenty of food for now. See, I don't even know how to turn the beacons. I don't even remember how to play this game. We got this big old area if we so desire to chop that up and cut this up. Start mowing all this stuff, get some grass or hay or whatever we decide to do with it, depending upon to see how long I stick with this. As I just made another video for pure farming. Might get stuck playing that game again because I kind of like that one. I don't like that one better. As I was kind of saying, like, just the world in general, like, it feels better to me. It looks more real to me. Lighting's better, the shadow's better, background noises are better. How do you turn on your cruise control, and how do you turn on your beacons? How far does this field go? Obviously the field shapes and designs are more realistic, look better in this game. Your farming are all square, which isn't necessarily realistic. The fields in this game feel a little more natural. That's the cruise control at least. At least you get the cruise control rocking for a little bit. Remember this field actually being this big when we played out before, but probably didn't play too much on this map, which like most of the mod maps are. probably going to take me a year to sit here and cut down. So I'm going to get rocking, cut a bunch of this, and then I'll catch back up to you when we're tedding or bailing or enrolling or something. I only downloaded a couple mods so far. I think I get too carried away. Use up all my space. Maybe try and play it more, slightly more realistic, but still gonna have to find some of those like unrealistic trailers and whatnot and stuff like that. Unless I start chopping some of these down. Mostly mowed over there. I think the first thing I need to do is start grabbing some of the grass for throwing my bunker to start making silage, even though I can't remember. I think that's kind of might be a little futile because I think the only thing I used it for is total mixed ration, which I may or may not do. It's not like some of the first farming simulator games where silage sold for a ton. But nonetheless, probably should get some of it going, then turn quite a bit of this into hay, probably plow up at least part of this field and turn into an actual field. Try and suck up some of this stuff. Get my bunker fairly full. Start that process of making the silage. Just got my PS5. I don't know how I feel about it. Thought I'd be blown away. I'm not. I think it's new, better games to take advantage of it. I like the simplicity of the PS4 better. Not too much crap on the screen. Easier to close your applications and whatnot. And I kind of even like the controller better. The PS button was bigger and kind of more prominent space. Now that we got this microphone button on it as well. It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of a little bit harder to get to the share button. All stuff that I'm probably going to have to get used to, but I guess one positive now, I'm really glad that I didn't decide to get the Pro version. Then I probably would have been really disappointed, but fill up at least a couple of these so I can drop in my bunker. I'll catch back up with you in a second. Alrighty, so I must have bumped my microphone when I was recording this, so now we're trying to overdub with microphone. You know how much I love doing this, and this is take 2 again because I'm so good at this. I was just talking to myself for the remainder of this 25 minutes or whatever video we have left over, so I should have enough grass here. I'm gonna dump some of this in the bunkers, try and compact it a little bit down to start making silage, even though I don't know if silage is really necessary in this game anymore. I used to, the first couple farming simulator games, you could make a ton of money off of it, but now I think it's only for total mixed ration. I don't think I can even just feed silage to the cows. I can't remember. I think it comes up as hay if you do that. So it's really only for TMR, which I never really did use that much anyway, but you obviously can probably sell it too. But I'm trying to check out to see how much I have in here. I decreased my help menu so it's smaller and can't see it, but try and compact some of this down and hopefully not get stuck. And too bad like I said, I already tried this one attempt and screwed it up and didn't start the. I didn't realize you needed to start the mic, but appears to be working now. So you guys missed out on me talking about kind of a massive storm kind of just rolled through here, and probably could have heard some of the thunder. And these first couple videos that we're re-recording again, getting back in action after I got my PS5, I've kind of just been blabbing nonsense just because probably in a better mood that this is whatever has been going on in my life for the last few months is mostly over. So now we're gonna have to get some tedding going, get some hay action going. Rolling on this for probably a little bit longer than we should, because I like to switch things up and show a little bit of everything, so you're not watching the same thing for the whole entire time. I'm sure that would be boring to sit there and watch one thing forever. I mean, not a lot of feedback on this channel, so comments welcome. What you'd like to see, comment if you want to see more of this game, whether or not because I may or may not stick with it myself and play a lot more pure farming, because as I've said, I kind of tend to like that one a little bit more, even though this game is still great too. It just feels more like real life to me, and it's probably a good thing that initially my mic was off, because I was probably talking crap about Farming Simulator. But I'm just gonna sit here and try and, why does it look like it's going backwards? Try and ted some of this stuff up and get some hay action going, so we can get some bale action going, so we can get that to our cows. And I'll come through here later on with the windrower and short bit with the baler, so we can check out to see what a bale looks like, and then start trying to plow up this field. Ended up buying a subsoiler, which may or may not have worked like it was supposed to. I thought there was some like create fields button I had to press, but maybe that's only with plows or only if I download the field creator pack. So we're just gonna sit here and rock and roll and get some of this done. I got a big red box saying it's recording, so we should be rolling here. Try and avoid this as much as possible, of doing some voiceovers, because it's not like I have scripts, so I ended up just babbling and saying different things every single time. But also, like, while I was in the middle of it the first time, my TV just randomly shut off because this big storm or whatever that just rolled here, and like makes me nervous with this house, because in this room that I am, that's why I chose this room, and it's a good thing because that's the room I was gonna use for my media stuff to begin with. But this is like the only room that all the outlets are grounded. A lot of outlets in this house are not grounded, and a little bit of cloth wiring. The house is from the 50s, so got a hole in my roof, so someone's coming to look at that tomorrow. Guttered, like I thought it was, maybe wasn't my gutters when I was looking at my windows I sprayed some Flex Seal the other day on the bottom of it because I saw one of them dripping, but I think it was the siding on my covered deck that was leaking out, so spray some of that stuff up there too. Well, let's just get rocking and rolling here and try and get some hay action. Try and get back in the game, try and get back to playing some more Farming Simulator. I guess you got to start up fresh, because I tried Googling it even myself. It doesn't look like, I don't think you can transfer your save games from PS4, so that kind of rubs. Then with SnowRunner you can, but there's not all the mods are there, so that's not as important. And when I looked at my PS4 version of this game anyway, it looks like I previously already must have deleted a lot of them anyway. Like, I only had a couple maps started, like basically the two maps that I made, or the one map that I made and one that I was starting to on Western Wilds, but have to look back at some of those videos way back in my, check out the playlist because I have a bajillion videos, but I think I was calling it Spruce Acres is what I was calling my map. I made it through the whatever landscaping in here, not like through Giants Editor or anything, any other outside editors that I don't know how to do. That would be another pipe dream of something that I probably should look into, getting a way better computer and some Blender or some other thing, and trying to make mods, and maybe I could make mods for pure farming, even though it's a 10-year-old game. Don't get your hopes up. Probably will never happen. But if I do end up buying a much better computer, I'll look into it, at least. I doubt my computer would run that stuff. Get rocking and rolling. Like I said, probably had a little bit too much of this. Tedding for too long, you probably don't want to sit there and watch me TED, so said probably what the most this channel needs, I think, is watch time and feedback. Comment below what you like to see, what you want to see, when I am and not doing wrong. Why do people tap out immediately and have 30-second watch times? Let's get some windrowing action going now. Make it a little bit easier on the baler. Have nice straight lines. I don't usually use this stuff, but this would probably be the only time that I windrow is when I do tedding with the hay. Because otherwise it's obviously spread out all over the place. Not that you can't run up and down the field endlessly, but might as well take a little bit more time and add this. So we're rocking and rolling, and whatever I got going, I got periodic plowing required turned off. I got stones off, but then I got lime on and weeds on, so I'm gonna have to get that equipment. Like, kind of just wanted to look at the weeds, not necessarily use the weeders and sprayers and stuff like that, but I'll have to look into it. And I finally found the filling station mod and downloaded a couple water ones so I can get water on my farm and all the seeds and all that stuff, so I can at least, I like to play partial realistic and partial not so much, so then I can get all my free seeds and lime and all that stuff. Otherwise lime can add up real quick. So we're gonna rock and roll here, and thankfully this looks like the storm was short-lived, because it was pretty strong there for a bit. So alrighty. Thank you all for coming along on this journey. Please hit that subscribe button and comment, and we'll keep rocking and rolling. I'm sure we'll come back to this a little bit, but your comments, if you want to see more of it, will probably motivate me more than myself. I'll probably be more motivated to play pure farming, and I gotta start going through all my other games and start like to randomize this channel rather than just getting typecast to playing one game, especially since it's not like the publisher is paying me or sending me free stuff. I'm just making free content for them and everyone else. So enjoy. We're real close to the baby monetization, which is 500 subscribers, but I'm nowhere near the watch time. Been going at this journey for a long time just because it's kind of enjoyable, but it would make it more enjoyable if I was getting paid. So let's get some little bit of baling action. Try and figure out how to turn the automatic drop on, and take a look at one of the bales. Yet another thing that I think Pure Farming did better. They look graphically maybe a tiny bit better little more clear, I guess I could say, in this game, but that's probably just the graphics wise. And this was whatever 4 or 5 years later after pure farming, but all the detail is the same. Detail might even be a little bit in pure farming. The scale is much better in pure farming. The bales are much bigger, like they would be in real life, because in real life they're pretty huge. And in this, it looks like they're coming up to your knees. So yeah, stupid save menu that annoys the crap out of me in this game too. Maybe it's something I should just turn automatic save off, so it doesn't save every time I open up the start menu. Yeah. Keep on rocking and try and spit out a bale, and we're going to stop to take a look at it real quick, and we got to go get some water for the cows and start plowing up this field to get ready to part of this field, at least to get ready to start making food for my animals, or bales for the cows. And maybe probably should plant wheat or barley or something so I can get some chickens too and have food for them. And that other grass field down the way will I'll end up turning most or all that into another field as well. Probably shouldn't turn the whole thing, because we're going to need, eventually we'll need grass and hay and all that crap too. But yep, looks about the same like I was talking about when I initially recorded this. You got the little, see a little bit of the wrapping, he's got the swirls in there, you got a little fluff hanging out the side, but it looks nearly the same, if not better, in pure farming. And as I said, the scale is a lot better. That looks like a tiny little bale, unless maybe I have something in the settings where I made tiny bales, but I think that's a normal round bale for this game, for this baler. I guess I'll look into that when I play it again, whether I adjusted any settings for the bale sizes like I know you can do. Let's try and get a little bit more of this, and then I'll see you guys in a second when we're grabbing the water trail that'll run down to try and go get some water. Looking on the map, it looks like whatever creek that I show when I open up the save menu is, I don't think you can, you probably can, but I don't think you can get water from there, so we're going to go all the way down to pier basically and get some water action from there. Just about full. Try and slow down so I don't go too far so I miss all the stuff that is underneath me. I know it's automatic dropping, but I still stop so I don't have to go back over the crap. And alright, looks like we're all done here. I got a few bales, not too many, but got enough. And then off camera I got rid of that bale gripper and got a mod and got a different one. We're not showing it picking up of any of the bales. I did that by my lonesome. So I imagine this looks like it's working. I'm probably talking plenty loud enough, because kind of more than normal now, since I'm not playing, just holding the controller and microphone right at my face rather than having it in my lap and you can still hear me. So maybe I'm too loud. I'll find out. I'll find out when I'm done. At least that's another positive thing about all this, now that I'm kind of in my own place now. I don't have to worry so much about the noise, so I can talk louder without worrying about disturbing anyone or get all crazy like some idiots do on their channels. Like, that's not me, but let's go get the water trailer real quick and try and at least go down to pick up the water. We're not going to come back and give it to them. You can figure that out yourself, I'm sure. So we're just going to go grab some water, just So I like to show a little bit of, show whatever I can, show a little bit of everything, change it up so we're not doing one job endlessly for an entire video. I feel that would probably be built boring. Once again, we need feedback on the channel, so comment. If you really want to sit there and watch me harvest for 40 minutes, then let me know. Or whatever. Like we just did, bail. And here's our infamous stupid save thing again. That is one thing. So yeah, at least on this version, it does look slightly better. Everything does look a little clearer, contrast better, saturation, all that stuff. It's clear, and then it does load quicker with everything. Even that, like, that save menu is annoying as piss, but at least now, like on the PlayStation 4, it doesn't take 2 minutes to sit there and save. Now it's pretty quick. Or I don't know if that's because I just started the game and there's not much to save, but I think it's just because the system is a lot quicker. So that's a big plus. And probably deal with the annoyance if it's only going to take 10-15 seconds to save rather than whatever, a couple minutes. Yeah, I don't think you saw that billboard on the side there, but those obviously, they must obviously change their billboards periodically. I didn't know that was a thing, because I was noticing when I was playing by myself coming back that it was a billboard for that new Project Racing or some racing game that's supposed to be coming out that Giants is going to be publishing, I guess. Hence why it's a big billboard in this game now. So I mean, they're advertising for it already in this game. That's kind of cool. I think I put that. I can't remember. I may have put that in my wish list. And Turismo. I should get back on Turismo, but I'm cheap and just bought this house. I don't even know that I can afford it at all. I'm gonna have to look into different or more jobs. So as far as buying stuff, I don't know how many things I'm going to be buying or how many games I'm going to be buying, or just like FS25, I probably have to go back and put in my wish list, but don't really have intentions of buying that unless it's hella cheap. So let's check out where we're at, because I don't know where I'm at. We're going to look at the map real quick. So yeah, that creek, I don't think you can fill out of, so turn right and go down towards the pier down there somewhere and try and back on up and get ourselves some free water before I put a water distributor down on my farm. Goes by what's probably the animal dealer over here. At least straw sale or something. That might be just bale selling point. So yeah, stuff does look clear. It's probably going to take me a while to warm up to all this stuff, but I may like the PS4 better. And like I may have said earlier, I'm really glad I didn't get the Pro. Just got the regular one, because I was on the fence about doing that. Just possibly wanted to get the best of the best, since I don't buy these systems day one, or I'll have it for a long time, so I figured have the best of the best. But it sounded like all the videos people were making is it wasn't really worth it, and I went to Manure to pick mine up anyway with my Manure credit card, so picked this up. And so far the couple games that I have don't look exceptionally better, but at least look a little bit better. So we're gonna have to start rolling through my huge backlog of PlayStation Plus games that I got for free and go after the ones that have PS5 upgrades first and see what's rocking with that. Probably after this check out that Astrobot game that came free, just to see what it is. All the whatever functions of the controller that you can use that I'll probably never use. I already turned off the vibration, because whenever playing SnowRunner, there's not much of anything going on there, so no sense of wasting the battery. So we're going to try and start plowing this field. Got the subsoil, like as it says you can use instead of a plow, but it's kind of only plowing some of this, so I don't know if I had to, or I'm supposed to turn on the create fields, and then we're going to open up the menu here, and then it's just showing like stubble tillage, not plowed. So hopefully this is actually working the way it's supposed to. I still have to look at all my equipment, but I don't even think I have pretty sure I don't even have a cultivator and don't have a harvester or any of that stuff, so I might have to find a cheap harvester. Like, I know I downloaded a gleaner mod, but just because it looked cool, but that's not going to be cheap. Might have to look back through them again and get some old bison mod or some cheap harvester just to get rolling, because we only got 100 grand. I got the government subsidy mod, but we'll see if I use that. Half time when I use that, that's just when I'm creating my own map so I can buy all the land and get going. At least going to try and plow some of this up, turn some of this into a field, keep the bottom half grass so we don't have to run over a field to get to the grass. And then that other land that we owe at the bottom with other huge grass field, I'll end up dealing with that myself too, and probably have to take that down, and same thing, turn part of it into a field. We're gonna obviously want to save some of it because we're gonna need grass and hay and all that stuff for the cows. Might as well keep them rather than trying to get rid of them right off the bat to try and make some money. They're already full on food, so I don't need to panic about that. I can just keep rolling and keep them stocked. Gotta figure what I'm gonna eat tonight. Beef tips and egg noodles, or chicken fingers and macaroni or something. I'm gonna try and plow a little bit this guy up, turn this into a field. And thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, and definitely comment. Can't remember what the hell I'm checking here, but looking into something. I don't feel like cutting this out right now because now I'm adding vocal. I think I'm looking for the create field. It's not in there. It's in the whatever machinery tools, but I think it's only with plows, or if you have the field creator pack. But it's showing stubble tillage, and it's doing something, but whether it's doing the right thing or not, I don't know. I do have periodic plowing turned off, so it doesn't really matter. I have stones turned off, lime on. I think that's what that fluorescent was on the screen a second ago. But, so yeah, I finally downloaded that, found the fill station, so I can kind of do half realistic and half cheating and get all my seeds and all that stuff for free. Might go back through here and with the plow and see if I can fix any of this, but I think it's just the way the field is tilting so much. Like, even like there, it should have worked though, but don't know. Half of it doesn't want to actually plow. So I'm just going to rock and roll here, try and get as much of this field created basically, and start rocking. And comment if you want to see more of this game. That'll be more motivation for me to play it than myself, even though I'm like kind of starting off fresh, so I'm slightly motivated again to start playing this game again. But I don't know how crazy I want to get with the mods and starting to download a bunch of mods and whatnot, but might have to check out a bunch of maps and stuff again. Maybe I'll start doing that. Just that would be an idea for this game at least. Start not so much map tours, so much as starting the maps and playing them a little bit. But then you run into the problem if I only record a tiny bit of it and then delete it, and then someone comments a week later about wanting to see it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's gone. or you beat a dead horse and keep on playing, and then no one watches it. It doesn't go anywhere. Some of that stuff has definitely happened in the past to play stuff and then for a while and then delete it, and months upon months later someone commented about it like, oh well, yeah, not on this map anymore. But definitely look through my playlist and check out some other videos. I encourage you to look at the map that I created. I think it was Spruce Acres. There might be a decent playlist on that. It was great. I really did that map. I was proud of myself. Did it all with the landscaping tool. And then you should definitely go back for FS19 and check out my micro Polish map. That was another one that I kind of turned it into my own. Like you wasn't the same as in this game. Like as far as landscaping tool, that was more of just connecting fields, and ended up basically turning the whole map into like 4 or 5 fields instead of however many they had, which was a ton. That was another. Micro Polish map was a good series, I think, that probably not enough people watched, because I did a lot of work on that one. So thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and we will see you guys all later. Bye bye.